Hey guys, welcome back to another episode here with D Taco. We have Olivia Maestas, and we're excited to have you here.
Thank you.
So, tell us a little bit about your music career. That's what I'm very interested about.
Music, man, it's been a roller coaster for sure. I started learning and playing guitar about 12 or so years ago. Self-taught, I grew up with my dad and his brothers playing guitar in a garage someplace down in a small little town. Just playing Western riffs, Mexican music, Spanish music, all the good stuff. And eventually, I wasn't really interested in it when I was a kid. But when I grew up a bit more, I think I was about 18 or 19 when I really started getting an interest in playing guitar. So I didn't really have them around too much to teach me. So I was like, well, let's just figure out what they did. And I kind of taught myself from there. So music's for me started about 12 or so years ago. I'm currently in a project called the Marietta Dolls for the project itself has been going for about 8 years. It's had a bunch of different people, a bunch of different local musicians coming in and showing their talents as well. It's evolved from something this big to something this big. And I have an album finally coming out next month.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, so thank you. Thank you. I'll have an album release show actually at another local restaurant in town. April 23rd at Bruce Ale House.
Oh, good. Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah. The album will also drop on any music streaming site that you use or that you have.
And what genre is it?
Oh gosh, I never know how to answer this question. It's such a mix of things. To basically sum it up, we can call it folk.
Okay.
I play acoustic guitar. On the album, I have an upright bassist. There's another friend of mine that sings harmonies with me. And then there's a cello player, and it just it's just a meld of all kinds of things.
It's a cello.
There's a cello player featured on a few songs. She's also a local. She's a cello teacher, actually. So,
Nice.
yeah, it's a whole bunch of different things mixed into this one genre of music. It's been labeled like gypsy folk, alternative folk. It's all kinds of things. It doesn't really have it. It has its own genre, I guess.
I like to know how you overcome challenges. How did you get here with the music, with your music? Because it's when people ask me and my brother, how did you get here, opening up a next location in Denver, humongous location. I'm like, where do I begin?
Right.
Because it's definitely not easy. Making your own album's not easy. Playing for Bruce Ale House is not easy. A huge location, having an actual album, being recorded everywhere, or being recorded, professionally recorded.
Yeah.
What's something that you've overcame?
Finding the confidence within myself. Being comfortable in who I am is portrayed in the music that I write.
Okay.
It takes a lot of time, and if you can dedicate your time to that, it's like you're in another relationship, and you commit to something that you have such a love for, you have a passion for, you want to give it all you got. So a way to overcome that challenge for me was just to jump right into it. I never stopped. There were times where it was discouraging and people wouldn't play, or you didn't have people to play along with, but that was a roadblock that I had to overcome myself, which I'm so grateful for. Having to begin playing music by myself was something that was okay, I can do this by myself. I can write these things by myself, and I can always do this. I don't have to depend on somebody else to do it because I have my own passion for it.
Yeah.
So anytime a challenge like that, even an emotional challenge, because writing music in general is emotional. It's a journey. Doing anything that you have passion for is a journey. You're gonna have tears. You're gonna have frustration. You're gonna have joy. And that's literally everything that goes into anything that I put my heart into. And music being such a project that I've been working on for so long.
Yeah.
It's something that I had to follow through with. I was honored to do it.
Although we go through different trials, but it is like me and my brother, we jumped at this restaurant. He was he owned a construction business. I was a commercial banker, and what did we do? We were like, you know what, we're gonna jump in this. We jumped in it, and we had lots of stuff that we could lose.
Yeah.
We could lose, but we were like, and then during the pandemic, it was even harder.
Yeah.
So, just hearing that from you, it's just, it reassures me that, you want to succeed, you want to work hard, you really do have to jump. You have to jump. And you have to hit it straight on.
Just a little.
Just a little. Yeah, and to me, one of the biggest things, it's scary.
Yes.
It's sometimes it's tough to say that, but because it makes you vulnerable, but it is definitely scary.
Yeah.
People right now can tell us, hey, you guys are so successful. The Denver locations is great. Man, I am scared every day.
Yeah.
We are struggling.
Yeah.
We are struggling because we want to go to the next location.
Yeah.
As soon as this one opens, next location. Once that one, and then next. So I don't want to ever be settled. I don't ever want to be settled because that's settling. That's just going downhill.
You can always be better. For any place, really, having a local restaurant and business owners being so dedicated to wanting and loving their business, to spread it to other places in Colorado is simply inspirational. Because you're doing it for you. You're doing it because you have the love for it. You're sharing this part of yourself with other people, and that's inspirational for anybody that's watching or listening to this. You're putting everything you've got into it, and now you're able to open a new place. That's
right.
so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Going backwards, I'm like a little bit interested. You say you grew up listening Mexican music. So my question is, do you play Mexican music? Like, do you sing in Spanish?
I don't. No, I was never fortunate enough to learn the language.
Not even the one, hey baby, ¿qué pasó?
I wish.
No.
No.
That's
So you
the
just grew up
only
with that.
sentence.
I did.
There's only
Okay.
2 sentences in there that in Spanish. I thought I was your only vato. That was that's kind of a mixture, but
That's a solid line.
There will be a day when your greatest danger is you. I'm not ready to let you go, but you're already gone. Let go and leave.
So our main thing is like to promote education. Why? Because I didn't have the chance to go to complete my school.
Yeah.
So for me, it's very important. Education, being part of the community, help everyone else to wake up that successful person inside of you.
Yeah.
Because we all have talents. Sometimes we're just forced not to get it out because we being afraid. Oh, it's not gonna happen. We're not gonna make it.
Yeah.
I don't have enough support, and so sometimes we just go through that without taking that talent we have inside. Thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you,
that
guys.
this little talk over here can inspire others to do the same.
What a real life looks like. There will be a day when I can't see.
I think it goes for anyone. This is something that I hold really close to me. And it's action demonstrates faith. You have faith in something. If you believe so much in something, your actions are the only thing that's going to prove it. Your actions are the only thing that are going to fulfill what you set out to do. Being as genuine and honest as possible is extremely important when you have a passion that you care so much about, no matter what it is. If you have faith in it, then your actions will continue to grow it. And that's important.
I like that. Yeah, nice.
That's actually I think that's actually the key. If someone asks you for the key of success, I think that's it.
Action demonstrates faith.
D Taco Crew here. Olivia Maestas, her album's gonna be coming out April 23rd at Bruce Ale House. Check it out. Woo!